Good evening, everybody. This video is entitled Introduction to Drums and Beats in GarageBand. And what we're going to do in this video is we're going to explore working with beats with the drummer track type we're working with preset beats in the drummer track type in GarageBand, and then creating your own beat from scratch and making those two beats go together. Hopefully, this is maybe two beats in the same song, perhaps. So the first thing we're going to do is you go to GarageBand, empty project, choose, and then you go to the far right to drummer, click that, and create. Okay, and then there's the first. So so you can over here on the left hand side. You have a number of different genres: rock, alternative, and you can see all the different. Let's go to how about indie rock? Gavin, we're going to hear from Gavin. Okay, and so why don't we go to songwriter, to Levi, the funky songwriter? And one thing you can do just to the right of the record is this loop, or C. It's C, I think, or cycle, and you can just get the drum beat sort of playing, and then when it gets to the measure 9, it just repeats over and over. Now come down here. First of all, you can change drummers. These are all different kind of songwriters. But we're going with funky songwriter Levi. You can change to hear more toms, or you can go to the hi-hat, or you can do different different types of patterns with the cymbals, or with the kick and the snare. Here you can do more fills. You can actually see them come in, and then you can hear them. And there's also a swing option that changes from straight to swing. So I think if you change drummers and then you go back, it sets you back to the default. And this is and you can also, these are different types of beats that Levi will play. So longboard has more of the toms with it. So I mean, that's one thing you can do, is just, we're gonna go with big swell here, and we're gonna stop right there. All right, so that's working with the drummer beat. Now, to make a new track, to make a make drums from scratch, you go to new track here, and you go to software instrument on the left, create. Drum kit is the type of thing you're looking for, and I'm going to go to Sunset because that's the drum set that Levi was playing. So if I'm going to mute. So if you're playing this beat and then you hit this mute button, then you won't hear that track. If you hit the solo button, you'll hear only that track, or only that track and the others that are soloed. So I'm going to mute Levi for the moment, and we have Sunset here. Okay, and then I'm going to go to Window, Show Musical Typing. And you can either click this Z, this you can drag which part of the keyboard, but if you go, you can also go back and forth with the Z. If you go to C1, the A is a bass drum, the S is a snare, and the T is a hi-hat. And you can either I'm clicking now with my fingers on the typewriter keyboard of the computer, but you can click these as well, either way. Now, one of the things that I do when I'm making a really precise beat is I go up to here to tempo, and I change the tempo and make it slower. So I'm going from 90 to 60 here. And then I turn on the count in and the metronome. So I'm going along with the metronome. If you make a really solid couple measures of a beat pattern, and then you can stretch it out as long as you want. So it's, here we go, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's my beat at 60 beats per minute. I'm gonna go back up to 90. You heard how slow that was. And then when I play it back, it's got a nice groove. I'm going to take we don't need the metronome or the count in anymore. But one of the things, you can double click this, and then all the notes come up down here on the screen, on the lower part of the screen. And one of the things you can do is quantize. So if I quantize to the 16th, you saw it shift just a little bit. So now it's actually perfect. We're going to check it. So far, so good. Okay, so this is where I want it to be. I'm going to click right here on the ruler on measure 5, and I'm going to right click and split at playhead, and I'm going to go track, new track with duplicate settings, and bring this symbol down. And then if you go up, this is a region right here. If you go up to the top right of a region and you click and drag, then you can make it go on as long as you want to. But we're going to make it go to about 9. Well, let's do a double. Let's go to 17. I'm going to unmute this, click and drag Levi's beat over to 17, and then I'm going to click this little region, which is the symbol, which is O, symbol bass. And I'm going to blast one of those. Control V is paste after I've Control C copied. Another thing you can do here is, this is the zoom in and the zoom out. So if you want to go right to a note up close, or you want to zoom out of it. But let's listen to that transition and see if we like it. You know what? I just want this a little louder. Let's hear that now. Yeah, and this is a little quieter. Yeah. So that was the volume here, the track volume that I used right there. So I turned my original beat down. I forgot to do something very important, which is save as. And this is sample today's date, 2/10/23, and I'm going to say save, and there we are, saved. And so now I've saved this. I have my 2 beats. I'm going to file, close, and then quit GarageBand under GarageBand, and then I'm going to go log out. Okay, so there we are. That was your tutorial on working with beats. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you the best of luck. Next time I'm going to work with bass.